Sup everyone, XQW Wilo W82 80s here, and today we're racing at Dragon Trail Coast Reversed. And this track is known for one famous corner, a corner which every driver knows who plays Gran Turismo. So let's go to the starting grid. Mainly a Toyota Supra Gr.3 cars in this race. Kenji in P4, and we are starting this race in P5, so not too bad of a qualifying. And let's hope we can capitalize on our good starting position. We have Deep Sea Wedo in P9. And we're also going to try something different in this race because we're going to start onto the hard tire. We also have to use a normal compounded tire. And to round up the grid, we also have PG Motorsport in P19. So let's get this race on the way. As you already know, different strategy by using the hard tires. And let's hope that gamble pays off, because this track also has a lot of long straights. So let's hope we can stay into the slipstream and get rid of our hard tires early in the race, so we can end onto the normal tires. So we go for the first time through the dead chicane, and we go just a bit wide into the wall, but luckily we managed to survive it. Only a little bit of time loss, but not too much. As we get overtaken by Seba. So we got away with that quite well. Just a little bit of time loss. Better to just run to the outer wall of the track instead of clipping the inside, because then your race is absolutely over. It looks like we just dropped away sometime because of the hard tires. Very crucial right now to stay with the Frenchman, as we gave him a little bit of a bump. So we can both gain some time towards the 4 drivers ahead. And we also have a large group behind us. Let's hope that they don't catch us. We don't want to lose too much positions onto these hard tires. A little bit of lag. Really distracted me, because I was quite panicking that I was going to run too hard in the back of the car in front. Very risky if you run too hard into the back of him that you get a penalty. So that's why I just had to lift off a bit. Much better passage this time to the dead chicane. Luckily I find it a bit less deadly in the reverse direction than in the normal direction. At least for me that is. So it looks like we have a hard time to try to stay with the Frenchman. So let's hope we don't drop away too far. It's probably just the early laps that we're going to struggle, because later in the race the cars with the normal tires will have their tires are degrading a bit faster than our harder tires, so that just gives them a bit of less advantage. As we go wide, luckily we managed to stay on track. Big side, but we managed to catch it. We almost didn't even need that chicane to ruin our race. As we can see, Victor SR overtaking us. Not a lot we can do because of the long shade. And also Robbie behind us, the Italian. So all very close. And looking in front, we can see the Frenchman, Seba, into the wall. So the first real victim of the dead chicane today. If we don't count ourselves. Let's take a look at the incident. So even in reverse, the dead chicane is quite deadly, it seems like. So he just clips the inside to the wall, and into the wall he goes. Or into the outer wall at least. So back up to P6 for us. It was quite a weird incident because, yeah, it seems like he just clipped the inside wall, but looked like he had a little bit of space left. So yeah, a bit weird, I would say. I thought he was going to make it, but just seems like he quite didn't. So let's try to stay into the slipstream of the Spaniard. So we don't get overtaken by the Italian behind us. So we hope all the cars in front are on the normal tires, because they're quite a bit faster. Let's hope we aren't that slow. So as we approach the deadly chicane once more, will everybody survive? No, it just looks like the Italian goes into the wall and he gets absolutely pinballed into the outer wall. So that really opened up the gap towards the cars behind us, but let's take a look back at the incident. Just the same as the Frenchman, it seems like, because he also just clipped the inside of the wall. Yeah, just race done then. You just lose so much time. And also your car gets a lot of damage by hitting that wall, which also costs you like 10 more seconds. It seems like the gap is opened up towards the Spaniard in front. But luckily now we have a big gap behind us, so let's hope we can still fend off those guys. Let's go a bit into the future, into this video, and on to lap 9. So we're about in pit stop territory. And we can see the first car to the pit is the Russian. He was driving the Aston Martin, the only driver to use the Aston Martin in this race, I think. And also Genji into the pits, both onto normal tires. So luckily for us, they were onto the faster tire. And we're just going to continue a bit further onto the hard tires. And onto lap 10 right now. And now we have some more cars to the pits. I was going to try to read the name, but I thought the better of it. And yeah, also both of them were onto the normal tires. I'm going to go and wait one more lap to go into the pits. So at the end of lap 11 we're going to go into the pits. So we have 9 more laps to do onto the normal tires. So let's hope that gives us an advantage to make some more overtakes happen. And into the pits we go. Let's see if we can come out. So now we should have an advantage to try and gain some positions because we're onto the softer tire. First of all, it seems like we have to catch up a lot of time. And we have behind us Yard Stardust. And we skip towards the end of lap 12. And we can see Victor SR in the pits. He was onto the normal tires as well. So he was the closest to us before we went to the pits. So let's see if we can come out. Will we pass him or not? and there he comes out to the pits. So it seems like we just didn't manage to go for an overtake yet. So I'll have to try and do it on the track. And let's hope we can catch the cars in front of him also. This track is not too difficult to make overtakes normally, so that kind of plays in our advantage. Seems like we managed to gain a lot of time through this section. And also Stardust behind us. Seems like he's really keeping up with us. So that's still something to look out for, that he's not going to try and overtake us. And especially because we're going to have to try and overtake the Spaniard in front of us. So that gives him an opportunity to try and catch up with us. And we just made the decision of the Spaniard, it seems like. But we're still too far back to try and go for a move into turn 1. As we get a good exit, can we try and make a move towards the dead chicane? If we go into try and go for that move, we will have to be way alongside the Spaniard. Can we do it side by side? But we're just going to back out. Would have not ended well if we have tried to really go for that move, because we weren't quite fully alongside of the Spaniard. So I'll have to try and do it somewhere else. It's really a last moment decision to back out of it, because I wasn't seeing that it wasn't going to end well. Could have been a big crash between me and the Spaniard. And today there were also enough victims falling at the dead chicane, so we didn't want to add some more at that corner. So let's try again, back to the safety of the Spaniard. Can we now go for a move at turn 1, as he seems like he wants to defend the inside, so let's try to go around the outside. So here we go, through the quite hairpin. So I'm going to try around the outside, but seems like he's going to, it just leaves us enough room. Was a bit scared that he was going to push us off or not give us the space. So good racing, because we have given the space to go for that move, as he makes a mistake and into the wall he goes. So that's gained us a little bit of time towards the Frenchman who was behind us as well. And let's take a look back at the incident, as he's right behind us. But, just runs a little bit wide. Strange incident. I don't quite know what happened, because it seems like he was turning very late at the corner. Looks like he forgot to turn and just had to slow down. So going a bit forward into the video and on to the end of lap 18. So the last 3 laps we have really tried to catch up towards the group in front. It seems like we managed to come a bit closer, because you can see the car in P4, who was also in front of us at the start of the race. So we have 2 more laps to try and catch him back up. Let's see if we can do that. Still quite a gap between us, but luckily we can quite easily manage to overtake some cars at this track. So let's hope we can still get a possibility towards the end of the race to try and go for a move on P4. But our tires are really getting old right now as well. Luckily we pitted a lap later so that we have 1 lap fresher tires. So let's hope we can still get close enough. And as you can see at the end of the lap there's a long straight. So that might still give us an opportunity if we only catch him at the last corner. Then we can still try something at the very end of the lap. As we get really close now. Good exit out of the corner. And seems like we've almost catch up with Genji in front of us. So we still have quite a comfortable gap towards Stardust behind us. So everybody survives the dead chicane for the last time. Enough victims have fallen today. So right behind Genji, but yeah, very difficult place to go for an overtake. Because you really have to be alongside of the car in front of you to try something here. Can we get a good exit out of this corner? Not enough it seems like. As we are right behind the Frenchman, can we still go for a 4th position? Yeah, it was not possible to try and dive in that corner to go for P4. So let's try and get a good exit. Can we do it? As we have yellow flag, seems like the guy in 3rd position has spun off. And we still have the safety of Genji. Can we try and catch him at the line? As we get very close, closer, but just not enough. Seems like we stayed in P4. So as you can see, that was the difference. So definitely very close, but just not enough. So yeah, still happy with our 4th position. Thank you guys for watching and hopefully see you next time. Bye.